don't think it's any of ours. I think it's one from like some buildings across the road.
I think it's something like because you've got some strong notes too.
Yeah, like claim being broken, claim being there, unless you So lay down, move down. He was laying down on their side essentially, handing your forearm, so resting it up on your elbow. Posture up on your elbow. Yeah. Tuck in there.
Your heel.
Heel on the outside of your forearm. Yeah. Yeah, linking down. No, just like or just and then squeeze your knees because you don't want this. Yeah, rotate. No, I don't think it is. Rotate it, yeah.
No. Just want to take a look. How's this? Well, you want to make sure my
Is it more yeah. So posture up on your elbow.
Try and tuck your elbow closer to your wrist. Now, see how your hands are like this?
There's not a lot of
Like it's getting there. It just feels like if you lay right, if you lay down, keep laying down.
yeah, like
I feel it.
Yeah, okay, so like where it applies, I mean, as he's bridging back, it's probably more direct rotation. Give me that one.
you're going into the more like
You can think about rotational weight. There's rotation and there's rotational.
maybe because I'm like taking the selector, like saying
Counter-rotational
like
means the other side of the
if I
joint
don't have that
is going that way.
Just see how I could like like make your knee
What happens?
like face the same way as your
My
heel.
body.
Or make it rather than the other way around, make your heel face the same way as your knee.
So you're getting like kind of two opposing legs, opposing like belly for his leg. Going the other way around. Yeah.
Sorry, man.
Is it just that?
No, it's partly that. It will make a difference. Like feel will be harder. Me, for instance, but as I'm rotating, my knees, if I go with everything, my knees are turning in the way that relieves pressure on the neck. I want to try lock this pressure off. I'm getting a little bit of rotation. Just take it out of the joint. So we were talking about. So taking the slack out of the joint, and then what I would do is focus more on turning in at this lateral bridge.
Okay.
Accentuate that by turning this out like this.
Rotation?
Okay, there comes on. It's like funny, slow, but like you know it's going to start cranking up there. Yeah.
Very strong. Kind of knee joints, which
Maybe need a transplant.
just really quickly do it to me. Just help me feel the pressure that you're getting first.
Would you rather
Think about a rule. thumb, literally, as thumb pointing back towards the crotch. There you go. And I like to go thumbs in, rather than thumbs out.
That one, there's like nothing wrong with that, right? Travel over to that.
Almost try to put this knee like in the you're kind of rotating down the hands. Yeah, to create that huge pressure with the back and stuff.
Yeah, because then you've got like so much back rather than before. It was like you've got like all the so you want when it's like that, like you can feel like grab my cup and
More muscle to the side of it. You're going away.
so you can yeah, and then you got my toes and armpit. Yeah, and now you actually can see more of my yeah.
What's happening there?
Whereas
I'm putting like a lot of weight through my outside feet, through my feet, and through
like it takes a lot more.
connection to the foot. I am. It's coming off the ground. And I'm bridging into that. Okay.
Try that. You know,
Immediately tuck your elbow closer. You want to be punching my toes. That's better. So that's the pressure.
Just I was fine with putting one of the thing. Maybe you should have been honest with myself and one of the just I felt lost with my fingers, you know? That's why she ended it right. I was like,
yeah, this there's a chance that I could break free from him if I were to become strength. Because before the way people it's like
Increasing bridging the pressure. There's a sound crashing out. Then it's about what of what's so that is something that I want you to try. All right, how's everybody doing? Has anybody not been able to get attacked? Anybody not been able to get attacked? Nobody? Everybody I saw at least got one. Okay, does anybody have any worries or concerns at this stage?
Like you said, like you don't know when it's going to go, all you feel is just pressure. Like
my advice for like knowing when it's going to go is like earlier is definitely better than later. Right? Like in the early stages of learning, err on the side of keeping yourself and your training partner safe. Right? This isn't ADCC finals. And even then, for me, my safety is more important. Like, I want to show up in the gym on Monday and keep working, right? Keep doing the sport that we love. You'll gradually, through playing in the position more, and more of that dynamic interplay, that feedback, that live feedback that you're getting, get a better idea and a feel for you personally at what point you feel in real danger. Because real danger, when we first play with heel hooks, for somebody it might look like, oh, I'm gonna die! Right? Because if we don't know like what that position looks like, that's like fight or flight. Like somebody touches our heel and we're like, yeah, get off me, it's a spider, right? So what we're trying to do is like build our familiarity with that position remove some of the fear around things that aren't real risks, and slowly look at the options that our opponent has. And then as we push the boat out more and more with trusted training partners that we know are going to send us into the infirmary, we'll be able to hold out a little bit longer. But always err on the side of keeping yourself and your training partner safe. Some things that I like to do, like while I'm training, particularly with people who are less experienced, is I'll maintain eye contact. Right? And it's like, it's kind of funny, but it's also a safety thing. Like I'm looking at you like, bro, I feel like I got this. Like, are you fucking sure? Are you sure you want to keep fighting this? And that's just, I mean, it might be a little bit psychological warfare. I don't really have it. No, the idea is like, I want to look at their eyes, partly because I want to know if they're paying attention. Like, if they're looking back at me and they're like, yeah, I feel like you might have it, and then we'll have a little moment together and then you that. We'll call it a day and start again. Because really, like, you fucked up a long time ago, right? If I've gotten that deep on the catch that you're doing the last minute escapes, the problem occurred earlier. Reset and prevent that from happening, right? I had a point, but I've lost it. It doesn't matter. Let's partner up. What I want you guys to do is we're going to go 1 for 1. So I'm going to give you 1 minute, and we'll start. I want you to start in what you think of as a fully locked-in heel look, and you're not trying to break. All I want you to do is hold on. The other person is going to try and get out. At first, work slowly. Think about which way you can turn. Apply pressure in different directions. Don't blast into anything, please. But your goal is to maintain this control for a full minute while your partner's trying to get out. So you'll say go, go. Right. If he breaks that control, reset again. Right. Just gonna play with it. So if you lose control and you can't last the full minute, your goal is to build up to be able to hold that for a full minute. Other person, how quickly can you move out? Makes sense? Yeah. So we're not applying submission. Control first. All good? Partner up. Let's give it a go. 1, 2. Always struggle the last time. Always forgot. I saw a few hands going like this as I was saying. Alright, so we got 1 minute on the clock. Positions.
That's almost worse.
1 minute on the clock. Ready, go.
Sudden movements, I think.
Yeah. That's that one you told me about.
I was still fat then. Yeah, I was still fat then.
Yeah.
And I didn't notice because it's still making interest. You just hit me.
Right.
Yeah, so I was screwed.
Okay.
Maybe.
He's good.
That's probably a mistake.
Made a terrible mistake. Rotate back, rotate back.
Yeah. Or do I try and...
Alright, so swapping over. If you were defending, you are now attacking. Vice versa. In position. 1 minute on the clock. And go.
just crank that grip.
Trying to rotate your whole body that way.
All right. Partner change. Find a new person. Same exercise. So look. So everybody grab a leg. Well, one of every partner grab a leg. Everybody good to go. Get to a position where you feel strong, nice and locked in. 1 minute to escape. Go.
Yeah, it's like it has to be between your knees. My foot is like fully stuck.
But nervous about like trying to hold stiff but not trying to ring shit.
I figured like for me to go like this, so you don't like bridge into the front. You know what I mean?
It's very
Yeah, but then you can bridge. Yeah.
All right. Swap over. 1 minute on the clock. Everybody ready? Timer is on. Let's go. Yep. Good.
The idea is trying to get you your body over that side of the leg.
Starting to bring.
Oh, sorry.
But then, yeah, like, it's not really
All right. I imagine at this point, we might have some questions. We'll start with problems. What did you find was breaking your grips?
The other foot.
The other foot. Okay. So, so you're attacking my neck. So the other foot. This? That's what you mean? Did anybody use anything else with the other foot?
Yeah.
Opening the top elbow. So this. Yep. Just break the grip. Yep. Just break the grip. Work your leg free. What else?
Breaking the legs.
Breaking the legs.
Oh, no, no,
It's spin around.
Okay, so hold on. Separating, you mean separating his legs or? Okay, so he's attacking my foot. In order to keep yourself safe, you were separating the legs like this, or?
They're almost like coming up, like we were doing in that drill before, like separating the leg and then
Show us what you mean. Who was your partner?
I don't know if it'll work though.
No, like, this is good, this is good.
If it doesn't work, just punch it back. Trying to see trying to come up, still putting all my weight in the foot, would that work?
What do we think?
It depends where the elbow is.
Attackers will squeezing their legs together to hold your leg in, and you've got that range of movement, then yeah.
Right, okay, so there's a couple of things at play here, like uncrossing the legs removes what? What were the three elements that I said there were to submission? Yeah. Isolate, immobilize, and break, right? That leg entanglement, that closed circuit around my leg is the isolate and immobilize bit. If I can untie that, I get mobility of my hip back. If I get mobility of my hip back, I can start changing position more effectively. What that might look like, so he's attacking my foot. So everybody get on this side. It's just going to be easier than trying to turn around like a restaurant and top this guy's out. So this is locking my hip to the floor and preventing me from doing things like rotating. Rotating, yep. So rotating, particularly good before he's locked in this heel hook, right? But it's true in both directions. So part of his job is keeping a tight closed circuit on this leg. Part of my job will probably be unwinding this. What else?
Hand on hand. Use the hand screw.
Hand fight, right? If I get this connection, if I don't have this, finish your break. Right? Finish your break. Right? Or that was quite deep. Go again, connect your hands. Finish your break. You can see by my face that I was starting to look. I don't want to be here too much longer. Right. But what I did was slow him down. Right? Of those two options, untying the legs and dealing with the hands, what do you think would be a priority number one? What would you go for first?
Depends.
Yeah, it depends. Okay, why?
Depends if he's locked the heel, then you probably need a hand fight. If he's fishing for the heel, then you potentially try and unwind the legs.
Right. So again, depends on what the opponent's doing. Once it's locked in, what do you guys think from here? Right? Just like if I'm in a rear naked choke, I'm going to try and prevent the thing that's going to make me go unconscious first, and then I'll start unwinding his legs around my body. Because this is preventing me from rotating. This is preventing me from potentially walking. So slow the movement down and start looking to escape. Did anybody escape? Hands up if you managed to get out. Okay, what were some of the ways that you managed to get out? We've had kicking with the secondary leg. What else?
The step over, just as before.
Going this way.
Yeah, clear the leg, step over, and then put pressure on his butt to push him away. Yep, there, on the butt.
Yep. So, what we're starting to get into is knee line. Right? Me being able to do that is entirely dependent on the position of my knee relative to the closed circuit. If my knee is below the line of his thighs, I'm going to have a much better chance at turning this way and getting my leg out. If not, and he's got a real tight angle here, me turning this way, it's going to make very little difference. Did anybody get out the other way?
With a hand fight.
Turning in this way?
And through his body that way.
Through his body this way?
No, I wouldn't mind. So I just did that.
Shots.
I kind of dug. And like, I remember how I did it. So the foot's out or something? I don't know. And then his knee got locked up and he tapped.
Okay. Again though, the principle there was like freeing the knee line. Like you managed to create enough distance and enough space that you could get your knee line below the line of the stance. There's two things that I want to draw your attention to that we can start applying immediately. And it's heel slipping and toe slipping. A heel slip, let's just pick this up a little bit, involves me taking my heel from here to here, so I'm turning inwards. Toe slip involves my toes coming out the front. Both of these directions are relevant to our scales. If I want a heel slip, counterintuitively, I actually want to go towards it. Because I'm going to have a higher chance of escaping the closer I get my heel to that joint of the elbow. Right? If my foot stays here, lock your hands together, and I'm just trying to turn, I'm butting up directly against the frame of that forearm locked under the heel. Try and keep hold of it. Right. Try and keep hold of it, and I'm not going to push anymore. I already feel like I'm going to slip myself. Right? So, what I'm trying to do is drive my toes in, ballerina toes, turning this way. Try and catch my heel. And then I'm combining the approaches that we had from the others. Toe slipping, give a catch. More here. Right. So we had this foot we talked about going like this, breaking the grip of the hands. My toe, it's like digging into his armpit. Just chilling, getting snapping. Right? So we're here. Let's review our options again. Hand fight, slow things down. We can combine the hand fight with toe slipping. We can combine our hand fight with heel slipping. We've got these other options which we ascertain are probably better before the catch. So he's trying to catch. Right, that's the legit escape. Can work. What we have to be aware of when turning that way is just like when we were looking to pass, as I turn this way, what am I doing? You're exposing the heel. So I really have to make sure I can get behind the legs. Get him the fuck away from me. So I want to make it. Does anybody have any other questions?
Personal preference on toe versus heel slipping?
Toe. Toe but early. Once I'm stuck, probably heel slipping. I say toe slipping when early. Try and get a catch in my hand. That's a technique called shoulder walking. We're going to go over that in a minute. But remember how we were using that secondary foot to keep the shoulder away in the passing? It still applies here. Have another play. Find a partner, 1, 2. Same exercise. So you're just trying to hold on to them. Positions. You've got 1 minute on the clock. Get to a position where you feel like you should be able to finish them, but you just hold it. Ready, steady, go.
You can't really put it to your aim. Yeah.
Oh, you're good? Yeah. Sorry, bro.
Oh, when you're trying to catch the heel.
Yeah, you played the relay for me.
Alright, swap over. Attacker to defend. Defend to attack. Positions. 1 minute on. Let's go.
You're like a minute deep and you're sweaty. That's just
Slowly flick these out.
Oh, good. See, like, that I'm like, I've put you heel. I've got no fucking bump. I need it to be like this. Yeah.
Toes out of there.
But then, like, easy for you. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
It feels like this is so bent. I've got no use. I could reach this around and probably won't do anything.
It's harder than
Alright. Change partners. My new person.
I'll be starting like this.
This time, guys, if you're listening, this time we are looking to break. Okay? So, slow application. Right? When you feel like the pressure's coming on, tap. We get a feel for trying to apply some of those strategies that we've talked about with the mild resistance, just isolating, to the pressure's actually coming on. How much time do you have before you feel that the wall's closing in? Right. Partner up, 1 minute on the clock.
No, I don't want you sitting there. Oh, you guys can do that.
All right, 1 minute on the clock. Get to your breaking position. 1 minute on. Go.
Yep.
Nothing. Just like done.
Yeah, I know. But I'm thinking, how do I smell that straight?
Swap over, top to bottom, bottom to top. Attacker to defender. So get in positions. Everybody ready? 1 minute on, let's go. Next round of feedback. What was going really well? What was not going so well? What are we thinking?
Their foot slide under the to get their elbow out.
Right, oh yeah, so show us what
yeah.
are you talking about? Pretty sure I'm visualising the right thing, but make sure everybody's on the same page.
So he's got like a super tight grip and almost using like his body weight to fucking fire my foot in there.
Great. Anybody else did that?
So my go-to.
Can you do it again?
You're just sliding.
Yeah, I'm just like you can. It's like a chop. Like if I could leg extend, like he's got his weight on there, and if he's trying to, I just extend it, and his body weight keeps it in there.
Slightly a risk of wrapping both legs.
Potentially. Okay, this is a really good point. The secondary leg. Oh, this one's a difficult one to explain without just explaining it. In positions like the saddle, secondary leg is death, right? Yeah. My ability to attack in the saddle is highly predicated on my ability to control the second leg. Right? I'm trying to catch this leg, but in controlling his secondary leg, potentially changing great entanglements and get my catch, like all of it is like focused on this. Quite apart from like the straight ankle locks and all the stuff we can do with this leg, clover leaf, all that stuff. Why is the control of the secondary leg so important?
Stops the escape.
Stops the escape. What's the escape?
Stops using it as a defensive measure.
Right. Oh, yeah, okay, so stops you using this foot to kick your foot free and all that sort of thing. What else does it stop? That, right? That leg is setting. He's got control of my second leg. 1, direct attacks on the foot. 2, upgrading this position and being able to gain access to the second foot. 3, I can't turn. Again, that principle of slowing rotation. Now, let's move back to 50-50. Yes, there is some risk of attacks on the secondary leg. Right, Aoki, straight ankle lock, toe hold. Just ask the one right about that one. So there are risks with the person gaining control of the secondary leg. Right? I can start using it to get control. I'm not going to finish. However, in the saddle, it's almost always a bad idea for me to come in with this foot, because the kicking and stuff is immediately going to be negated by him grabbing it and stopping me from rotating. In the saddle, I just want to turn. 50-50, if I just want to escape, I probably just want to turn. If I put him on the leg, create space. But if I want to attack, a lot of the work that I want to do is using my second leg to upgrade positions. One way that we can do that is shoulder work. So, I'm going to go from here, looking to control the knee line. I'm kicking into the shoulder to create distance. He's probably going to be holding onto my knee and trying to pull himself forward. If he goes flat out like this, I'm just going to put my foot straight in his belly, rotate around the leg. Now I'm attacking, and I'm in 90-10. I'm no longer in 50. Okay. So we're going to go to a full upgrade, give that a bit of a drill, and then add that into our live equation. Kicking away, foot goes to the side of the neck, or straight to the belly if I have space. My other foot is going to go underneath it to the other side of the body, and I'm going to turn, building hip height. Sense? Front row, have a play. I'll come around and give you a hand. I'll do it. Let's go.
Okay, 50 seconds.
Yeah, just like it works.
Thank you very much for the second.
You're not worried about it.
And rotate onto the right side. Bring your right knee to the side. Come up. There. Make it nice and here. Roll back through. Both knees in. Yeah, see, as I turn, it's not
You to even.
Like he was really, yeah, like doing that.
Now I want both bunnies to be inside.
Yeah, like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a little bit of separation from here.
Yep.
Over 90.
Life place, so we go accidental one
All right, guys, does everybody feel like they've had a couple of goes of that? Does anybody have any questions about it? Pretty much all good.
Feels awkward getting that leg to then rotate onto the belly kind of thing. Okay. Not that it wasn't working, it just feels unusual.
Show us one, just show one repetition. You'll find it a little bit easier, I suspect. Spot that. I'm trying to end up, as I build hip height, with both of my knees inside his knee here. Right? So, here. The other thing to remember is the reason I'm putting my foot on his neck is because I'm assuming he's trying to stay close. Because he doesn't want me to upgrade my leg position. We should pretty much always be closing off the space because we're trying to get a catch and work our break, right? If I go like this and he's all the way back here, I can just upgrade my leg position straight away, like I can remove those steps, right? But if he's doing that good work of staying nice and close, yeah, this is like a little fight that's going to happen. And I'm trying to build up to a position, yeah, here. Right? Now as I come up on top, I'm wanting to build this hip height, I'm still controlling the knee line, but watch how I aim my legs to inside space. Right? Rotating around the outside of his knee. If I start trying to get a bridge finish, and I'm bridging into the back of his knee, I'm not getting anything. So as I'm rotating, I'm moving around the outside of his knee. There's my catch. I could fall all the way through and break from backside 50, or turn back. All right. The position of my feet now is all about keeping him away from me, right? This is what it looked like when I first demonstrated it. Where I just landed now is here, because I can get more bridging pressure by planting my feet on my opponent, pushing up into it. One more time. Here, separating, turning. Watch, you're already catching this. What I'm trying to say is, like, positioning of my feet and the pressure that I apply is always relative to what my opponent's doing. Does that make sense? And that's like, you know, right at the start how I said, I don't want to like give too much technical information. This stuff, I'm still figuring out how to teach that in an emergent way, right? Where you guys just figure it out because I give clues. I'm still working that out, but the idea is, I'm assuming certain things about how he will probably behave if he's doing a good job. If he's doing a bad job, we just upgrade our leg position. So another principle we can talk about, and we'll probably wrap up with this because I know we're running a bit late now, is one way in which I can turn the odds in my favor is upgrading entanglements from 50-50, 80-20, where my knee line is below the line of his legs. Right, this is 80-20. 50-50, 80-20, 90-10. And that's our dominance hierarchy, if you want to call it. Why? Because I'm moving from a position where we both have equal opportunity to attack and defend. First, to a position where my knee line is safe, and even if he catches a heel hook, I can probably rotate out because my knee is safe. To a position where, one, he can't catch the heel hook because it's in his belly, preventing the hand fight, and this other foot is over the other side of his body. I'm minimizing risk, as I also am rotating around his knee and getting closer to my back. Does that make sense? It's like 240. I could keep going all day. I'd love to just like keep giving you rounds and keep doing Q&A because there's so much there. This is like, I would consider what we've done today the basics, like real foundational level stuff. And then as you move forward, it's like you look at more complicated reactions after the position has escaped. How do you upgrade off your opponent's escape? How do you recatch the heel? How do you counter your defense, right? We talked about which way to turn to try and release the foot. There's beribolas and crab rides and all sorts of crazy shit that comes off those pathways. But like I said right at the start, if I'd come in with a plan to teach 30 or 40 moves off that stuff, I don't think we would have gotten the ground in that we've got today. And with this foundation, like, my hope is that you guys will keep practicing 50-50, keep doing the situational sparring, and the more intricate stuff will start to happen by itself. Right? Did everybody feel like they got something out of today that they can add to their game that will be useful? Yeah. Did everybody have fun? Yeah. Is anybody thinking, fuck, that was a waste of $35, this guy can fuck off and everything?
You're right, you got an island, so.
No issue back in that.
We're best of both worlds. No, really cool guys. I really enjoyed that as well. Really appreciate you putting your bodies on the line, being attentive, and all that good stuff. So let's just keep getting real good at this. Would love to come and visit you guys again sometime. Feel free to like pick me up once you guys maybe digested all that stuff and like a little part through.
Yeah, on behalf of the club, massive thank you from us too, and the guys that came over, thank you for joining in.
Thank you, the guys that traveled.
I'm pretty sure it's worth the trip. Yeah, it definitely didn't feel like over 2 hours has just gone by. It was absolutely flown. So yeah, massive thank you from you, mate. This is Kobe.
So, these guys at Guard are my most recent sponsors, and they've kind of stepped in to like provide me with what I think is like the best no-gi gear that I've found in the country. And as a show of support of me, as I'm traveling around and doing these seminars, but also of the jiu-jitsu community, they basically just said, look, I want to give you some gear you can give away while you're on the road, and the idea is I wanted to work with coaches to identify people that show all of the values and hard work that we love to see in jiu-jitsu. Like, not necessarily the person who has the biggest bank account and the ability to buy all the fancy gear, but somebody who's showing up day in, day out, working hard, being a good training partner, being respectful on and off the mats. And Kobe Builder like you. So there's a rash guard and a pair of shorts, much like these ones. Hope you enjoyed it, eh? So again, guys, thank you very much for coming along, and do it again sometime. I understand there's a couple of people that came to grab a little beers before I have to hit the road.
Yeah. So maybe we'll do like 3 5-minute rounds. If people want to have a quick open mat, can't do long because we want to get for a drink at around 3. We'll just go 3 5-minute rounds, and then we'll head up and we'll go to CBK, which is something. I always call it CKB, but it's not. Yeah, it's just our way. Hit us up if you come in, and we'll give you the directions. Sweet. Otherwise, thanks. We'll give you a round of applause now. So.
Family photo for.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Figure out where you guys want to stand. Fix the bags.
Morning, boys.
Timer on 10 seconds. Nice to do one more, just first one's on my side. Feel free to pull up my face and whatever you want. Thank you very much. Pleasure, brother. Thank you, Ryan. I was actually annoyed using a lot of other stuff. And it's like, they just want feedback.
Pick up on enough fun around.
They don't count all buttons.
Let's go, man.
You sort of like, because you were like, I don't know, it's like, you thought that I was like,
Well, I had to go for 2 years old. Because what we fuck up on that. Have a little roll. Let's go.
power. Pure power. Could hear it coming. Okay. So you can put it on feet. Oh, last round, then we'll head out. Yeah. Oh, how lucky you guys. I know, but you called the wild card. Oh, no, you put me in the car. My favorite room. Right back.
You're gonna have to break it.